We have a range of both 3-year and 4-year honors degrees here at the School of Applied Computer Science. The great thing about our degrees is that they're all postgraduate work permit PGWP eligible. They're great for the job market. You're going to have a real deep set of learning from these programs. And our current statistics show that visa approval rates is higher for our degree programs than it is for other credentials. So that's another added benefit of looking at these programs. So again, they're all intended for people who don't have a background. So you don't need a background in the IT space to enter any of these programs. They assume that the people coming into them know nothing about the field that you're entering into. You can be straight out of high school into our degrees, and we will get you to where you need to be for those programs. So again, if you're looking to have advanced specialization, you're looking to have an advanced credential, maybe if you want to continue your educational journey into something like a master's degree or even a PhD in the future, this would be the route to go for that. Often you need an honors degree to go and do a master's. I said career-oriented learning here. Degrees are often a requirement for some higher level jobs in industry as well. So this will check off that box if you want to go further in your career into, higher management level positions. And all of our degree programs at the college are co-op mandatory. So you'll get work experience in these programs for sure. All the other programs that we mentioned have co-ops that are optional. The degrees are all co-op mandatory, so you will be on a degree. You will be in a co-op by the end of the degree. So you'll leave the program with real world work experience. And all of our co-ops are paid, by the way. Different people do it different ways. Some have internships that are unpaid. All of our co-ops, you'll be paid for the time that you're in them. And they have different, some are 4 months, some are 8. It depends on the degree. The first one is our Bachelor of Computer Science. So it is a 3-year bachelor's degree. It is built on, it has one paid co-op work term, and is built on the fundamentals of computer science. So you're going to learn in depth how computers work, how operating systems work, what architectures are like, how to build applications. You're going to become a great program application developer. You're going to work with databases. You're going to work with networking a little bit, just how computers communicate with each other. There's a project course in every single level of this program. So every level you're working on not only your technical skills, but your soft skills as well. So how to work as a team, how to communicate, how to pull requirements from people. So you're going to leave this program in a very, very strong place to go and have a broad set of skills that you can apply to a range of domains in computer science. So it's a great program for that. You're going to come out of this and be a great software creator. And you can go and work with different technologies and not be afraid to take on a new task that you haven't been specifically trained in, because you'll know the fundamentals. The next one is the Bachelor of Computer Science, the honors version. So this is the 4-year degree. It very similar to the first 3 years of the one I just mentioned, and then it builds on that with a 4th year. It has a major in it, so you'll specialize in an area such as cybersecurity or big data currently. So you'll have a capstone project in your 4th year as well. This one has 3 paid co-op work terms versus the 3-year that only has 1. So again, if you want to know the fundamentals of computer science, you want to be a great software developer, you want to know how computers work, you want to be able to work anywhere in the IT field, this would be the perfect field program for you. You're going to be able to specialize in one of the big areas of IT right now. Flex your muscles at the end in that capstone project. Really leave with a really strong work credentials, work experience, and a portfolio of projects. So it's a great program. Again, honors degree. So if you want to continue your journey into something like a master's, this would be a program that would allow you to do that as well.
So the Bachelor of Data Analytics is a 3-year bachelor's degree. Check out the admission requirements for each one of these. Some have adjustments to them. This Bachelor of Data Analytics might be an avenue for you as a newly graduate from a high school diploma. It's a program that really focuses on that new age area of data being the new economy. So you get to look at data, create data systems, create those interfaces that link to them, but more importantly, understand the database structures. You'll be looking at machine learning aspects, incorporating AI into your data analytics pieces, but also you'll be doing a co-op work term as well. So you'll get out and apply those applications and learning that you've done in the hands-on model in school, but then also in the real world industry. Then you come back to school and tell us all about the things you did, and then we expand upon that. There are some electives, so look at the courses that you see. There's also kind of like you can focus on web mining as an area of it. Really, it's heavily really relying on data and understanding data, how it works, how it makes industries, which is the real driving factor. All the data that's collected now through your devices, decisions are made based on that data. You learn how to create that data, understand that data, and focus on making sure that all the trends and the AI aspects of it are incorporated to help industries make decisions, which is key and critical aspects. Now, in addition to that, though, there's also two capstone project pieces. So you have a capstone level 1 and a capstone level 2. So you as well build your portfolio of knowledge, but also have that tangible piece that you can bring out and show off your skills. In addition to that, though, think of the pathways that we mentioned. So there are pathways into this program from the diploma level, the computer programming, data management program, that 2-year diploma feeds into this one. But also this one can feed into our next degree, which is the Bachelor of Data Science and AI. So this 3-year has a great pathway into that 4-year degree as well, which we're developing, which then in the last year in particular, a year and a half or so in the next degree, which we can move onward. So this one is our 4-year degree, and you'll see that if you look at the two programs, one is very linked to the second. One has the Bachelor of Data Data Analytics has a lower credential for entrance, but then this one also has that additional piece of artificial intelligence. So in this 4-year degree, there are two capstone projects, two capstone projects, but also two co-op opportunities as well, spread throughout. So you go out, you learn, you go out in the industry, you come back, you show us what you've done, we add more knowledge to your understanding, you go back into industry, then you come back and you do capstone projects in addition to that. This one really is a unique pairing. It's one of the few that you will see anywhere, really. It's the data science components linked with artificial intelligence. And that is really the new age era of adding those two components together to understand data and understand the artificial intelligence components, which is now taking over. In addition to our AI cluster, which is our new infrastructure that we're installing as we speak, we also have 2 G1 humanoid robots. And so in our machine learning courses in particular, we're starting off with students learning how to program, incorporate those aspects into those robotics pieces. So G1 humanoids, check them out. It's a part of this program as well as the BDA, but all of our programs will be utilizing those materials. So the Bachelor of Computer Science as well will be having opportunities to play with those. But in any case, the infrastructure is solid. The materials you get, one of the questions we saw was, do you have hands-on? And yeah, we start right out of the gate. That's the model that we like to have. It's that applied nature. And then in addition to that, these degrees all have an opportunity for you to pursue some research components. Now, our research is focused really on applied research. So you're actually solving a problem is really the focus. So, I mean, we have that capacity. Plus, they are recognized as full bachelor degree programs that can pathway into a master's program should you wish to continue. Also, though, you can also continue with adding in a grad certification that we have available too.
And the last degree that we have is something called Bachelor of Digital Technology Solutions. Basically, that's kind of a fancy way for saying solutions architect, which is something that's a fairly high demand kind of a job in the industry. Basically, in this program, you're going to be looking at large projects that involve like cloud computing and data center creation and all the rest of that kind of thing. Things that are absolutely exploding these days, especially with the proliferation of Gen AI that everybody's familiar with. One of the things that's kind of interesting about excuse me, about this program is that you're not kind of isolated just to working on the infrastructure side of things. You also learn how to work with the software development teams. because one of the things that we find changing a lot in industry today is we don't have just the software developers and they develop some code and they toss it over the fence to the ops team and say, hey, go and have fun with this, and then nothing works right. That because those approaches don't work any longer in industry. And companies like Google, for example, Amazon have developed some absolutely amazing processes where the software development team works hand in hand with the infrastructure and the platform team in order to make sure that there's the best chance that those solutions are going to work once they get deployed. And those are the approaches that we're basically mirroring in this program. This is pretty unique. We're not aware of other programs that are like this. It's also very new for us. But the demand that we're seeing, from the industry folks that we talk to, for having this kind of a skill set when you graduate is absolutely phenomenal. So something kind of new to work with. We also have, again, it's very highly practical. You're going to actually be building this stuff as well as designing it. David mentioned a little bit earlier our networking labs and things like that. We have literally thousands of pieces of networking equipment for our students to work on where you actually, it's not just simulation. You actually, take cables, you plug them in, you configure the actual devices using modern techniques for that. So basically, you configure in the cloud, you push that out to devices, which is, primarily what we're doing these days, along with securing that environment. So there's a cybersecurity component to it as well, and just an amazing opportunity to get out into a very much growing field. Also, there's three paid co-op work terms involved in this. So you're going to have a ton of industry experience when you get out. And like the other programs, there's a massive capstone project at the end that takes over 2 semesters in the last year, where very often you'll end up working with an industry partner to build up something that's a real requirement for them.